it's not afternoon, it's evening. So hold on, start over. My bad. My bad. Let's go.
Oh, it's all good. Good afternoon, it's Bobo. Nigga with that good evening.
All right, we ready.
Been expecting you.
You wow.
Hey, thanks for clicking the channel. You could have picked anyone in the world, but you picked this one. You're with the Wisleys. I'm your boy, Kigo.
What's up? You got your boy, Bobo.
Hey, today we're going to check out a quick video. First off, rest in peace to the rapper Coolio. So we're going to check out some news footage of some stories on that, and then give our comments and reactions as well.
Rest in peace to Coolio. Let's check it out, you guys.
But Grammy-winning rapper Coolio passing away unexpectedly at age 59. Lots of big names in the music industry paying tribute to him overnight. Our Matt Gutman is in L.A. with the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Coolio found dead at a friend's house late yesterday. No foul play suspected. And you mentioned those tributes still pouring in, and that's because his work from the 90s still so resonates today. Gangsta's Paradise streamed over 1 billion times.
Ooh.
He's the hip-hop artist whose clever lyrics and sampling took us on a fantastic voyage.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
And who showed us a gangsta's paradise. Overnight, ABC News confirming Grammy-winning rapper and producer Coolio dead at 59. Police say he was visiting a friend Wednesday afternoon at this Los Angeles home when he was found unconscious in the bathroom hours later. Born artist Leon Ivy Jr., the Compton-bred rapper known for his sprouting braids and playful persona. He quickly made a buzz on the LA rap scene in the late 80s, soon crossing over into the mainstream with his 1994 hit, Fantastic Voyage.
I can live my life and maybe eat some steak with my beans and rice. A place where my kids can play outside without living in fear of a drive-by.
Even writing and performing the theme song for the popular 90s kid series Keenan&kel.
Your homeboys and homegirls, it's time for Keenan&kel.
But it would be Gangsta's Paradise that would cement Coolio's place in hip-hop history.
Power and the money, money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking.
The song, a remake of Stevie Wonder's Pastime Paradise, appearing on the soundtrack for the movie Dangerous Minds, starring Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer posting this video on Instagram along with her tribute, saying, 30 years later, I still get chills when I hear the song, sending love and light to his family. And overnight, Ice Cube tweeting that he witnessed Coolio's grind to the top of the industry, and his rep told us that Coolio touched the world with the gift of his talent and will be missed profoundly, including by his children and legions of fans. Now, Coolio had struggled most of his life with asthma, but no cause of death has been determined. Guys.
Wow, 59 years old, so young. Matt, thank you so much.
Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah. It's a trip, man, that, you know, it seems like just in the blink of an eye how all this time has gone by. And, you know, a lot of us never thought we'd get to see this age and, you know, Coolio living up to 59. And now we realize how young 59 is, you know, when you start getting creeping to it, you know, and things of that nature, just when you make it past out them 20s and teens, you start realizing how fast time goes, man. It's a trip. You know, I got to meet him a couple of times. I don't want to act like I knew him or anything like that real good, but I don't, you know, a couple of times we just in the same kind of circle, same little area. And one time, it really, before even the Mad Circle dropped, Dub C and the Mad Circle, before then, and I heard this buzz about that, and I was like, oh, that's dude, and, you know, and then, you know, next thing I know, boom, you know, they kind of blew up, and, you know, it's out here on the West Coast, and then bumped into him a couple other times, and it's just a trip, man. It's sad, you know, when you start seeing your peers pass.
Yeah.
You know, it's a trip.
Yeah. I remember there was a time where 50, when you thought about somebody 50 years old, you're like, man, that's old. That's old. But, you know, through the grace of God, we've been able to stack up these numbers. We ain't gonna give the exact numbers, but you know, 59 seems awfully young to me right about now. But you know, back, you know, I'm from the Inland Empire, and one of the big homies from LA that kind of spent some time out in that area, the big homie Dobbs, I think he did some production for Coolio, and he's in that video as well, man. He you know, you should speak about Coolio, you know, quite a bit when his buzz, during his ascension, when he was about to pop on the scene a little bit. So
yeah,
you know, you talked about the Mad Circle, wasn't he? He came up with Dub C in the Mad Circle. What was the song?
Dub C in the Mad Circle.
Yeah, what was the song?
Ain't a Damn Thing Changed.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first time I used to love that little beat. You know, that's when Dub C, I remember Dub C came out with the pay dues, you ain't paid dues, and all that type of, you know, those were some cuts I used to like, you know, West Coast kind of style beats and banging. But yeah, that was that was the first of it, man.
That pay dues, that here we go. Yeah, that was cracking, man. But so, you know, Coolio, I know he did if I'm not mistaken, and you know, please correct me or forgive me if I'm wrong, I think he might have had some spots here and there through his life where he might have dealt with addiction and whatnot, but ultimately, you know, he was able to still forge a you know, pretty remarkable career, and had some of the, you know, biggest, you know, songs during that time, you know. You know.
I was selling flavor, nigga. One time, I pulled up at this club. You was walking out, and there was 3 niggas outside talking shit.
Oh, you demoed them. That's what you know.
Yeah. It was 3 niggas talking shit, and security went up to me. You said, "I got this." You said, you did your little smile. You said, "What you say, homie? What's that?" You said, "Bam!" Because the nigga slid like 7 feet, and he was on the ground. Come
You remember that demo?
You remember that shit? What up, trying to run? You got him by the hoodie and said, bam! Threw him down. The other one trying to run you. Boom, you swept that nigga. Oh man, that's what's funny as motherfucker. And I was in the car, I was in the limo. You said, I said, Phil. I said, you a cold nigga. You said, what's up, legend? That shit was fire. Don't forget that shit.
Apparently the demo worked, nigga. You remember that fucking moment too. Every hit and everything.
The niggas be talking shit. This is my stars, man.
The thing about it, man, I look at it, I just look at it like damn. So I'm just really can't wrap my head around how 59 is so young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Damn, he had some iconic songs, even if, you know, even they might not be like the greatest hip hop songs, if, you know, as far as if you like lyricists or anything like that.
Right.
But you know, you got your boy LV on the hook on that Gangsta's Paradise.
That's who it was.
And that song is just so iconic to people who saw that movie because it resonates with that movie.
Right.
And like, you know, we just saw Michelle Pfeiffer saying 30 years later, I still get chills when I hear that song. Mm-hmm. And then of course he did the Keenan&kel, you know, kids growing up loving that. So you got to hear that almost every day. Yeah. You know, that song playing, the fantastic voice. So we grew up, our parents playing the Lakeside, and then it's the remix of it. Yeah. You know, on and on. So the first, you know how they say gangster rap. I would almost say he's the first gangster pop. You know, he had that crossover appeal. He was the first dude with that kind of appeal, I think.
Definitely. When you think of that movie Dangerous Minds, which I never saw. I never saw the movie, but I knew the movie very well. Yeah. Just from the movie trailer. And if you think Dangerous Minds, you're gonna think 2 things. It's 1A and 1B. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
And Coolio for Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise, yeah. I only seen it one time myself, you know. I seen it one time myself.
See? Yeah. But we knew it. We knew that movie, and we know to this day, we know that movie. Anybody from our generation knows that movie, even if you haven't seen it. But Coolio, you associate Coolio, with that movie. Man, you mentioned earlier, we were talking a little bit off air, man. Some people who've gone on and done crazy and creative things, artistic things with their hair, but you know, the originator, as you said,
it's Coolio. Yeah, Coolio was the first cat I seen with the wild, you know, I ever seen with the wild style like that. Yeah, everybody, you know, other than I'm not gonna go back to the Little Rascals. I'm not gonna go back, go way back there.
No, don't do it.
But I'm talking about, like, you know, where you got out in the city and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, everybody had the cornrows or French braids, however you want to call them.
Right.
Things of that nature. Or when you had a fro or a curl and you might be wrestling or something like that, and you know your hair get wild. But no, that was his style. That wasn't no Hollywood fake. That was how he got down, you know. Right. And then years later, you would see what I would say, not too many years later, but I guess on the East Coast, probably ODB was the dude doing that then.
ODB, there was a couple of dudes, one of the dudes from Crucial Conflict. I don't know if you remember them.
I remember Crucial Conflict.
In the middle of the barn, there was a couple of cats, or at least one cat from there that had kind of had his hair in a similar style like that. So yeah.
Coolio, and he hung on to it even when he was, you know, starting to lose it all. He's still like, nah, this is me. This is my trademark. And it wasn't trademark for Hollywood. It was really his trademark from Turf, you know, from the Turf. Yeah. So yeah, I don't blame him. I get what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
Man, that's a cold one. My boy, I got a homeboy who knew him pretty good. My homeboy Rel. He hit me up. He took it pretty hard, man. So, you know, this is sincere when we give our when we giving flowers.
Yeah.
You know, to the people that have touched your life in some kind of way. Man.
Definitely some iconic songs, 2 iconic songs. And he had more than that, but you know, that Gangsta's Paradise and Fantastic Voyage, and you know, iconic, definitely. If they had a time capsule of the top, I don't know, 500 or so songs, I mean, arguably one of those might be in it, you know, if we left that in a time capsule, you know, from you know, top 500, you know, pop or rap songs of all time from American artists. So you know, we definitely send the condolences to, you know, his loved ones and family, and you know, rest in peace, Coolio.
Man, for real, rest in peace. All right, hey, with that, man, please don't forget, subscribe, hit the like, and come back and join us. Oh, and notifications as well. Come back and join us, man, and like always, Wisely's out.
Wisely's. R.I.P. Coolio.
R.I.P.